Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trades to Azure, where last time Randy went rogue and tries to deal now with a Red Constellation on his own. And we're not having that, so we follow him. And it appears we are back in the old mine. And we suspect Randy wants to use it to fall... to attack the Red Constellation in the back. Okay. Burst Orb. 33 of 61. Now well, she swung open her hotel room door with more force than she was used to letting out. Perhaps she overdid it. On the other side, with a somewhat startled expression, hands behind his back, was Cyril. Gelm Lava. A hatchling mutated by external forces. Like its adult form, it can spray a poisonous fluid. Black boots. Forget orbital guns. Chests have everything you could need. Lock, stock, and barrel. So, Sepith. It took years to perfect my Bellberry Juice Cocktail recipe. I always knew I could get over the barrier. And that is the large one. Yeah, Gelma. Gelma, an insectoid monster mutated by external forces, can spray a poisonous fluid. And the detection quartz. Help us! Our tunnel has been occupied by the Red Constellation, the strongest Jägerkorps all of Chester Zemuria. Cast 2. 33 of 61. Good morning. He stammered out a little too loudly to match Genevieve's fire. He even recollected himself in an effort to reset the mood between them. Would you like to have breakfast with me? Are you old or something new? Murder tortoise. You're new. Murder tortoise, a reptile native to Crossbill. Contrary to expectations, it's surprisingly fast. Water. Thanks, Ali. Frozen to death. Ah! What's another one? Celestial Bomb EX. Story of my life. I was placed here, I had that item put on me, you opened me, and then the chest is history. Mobius Master Quartz. Upon closer inspection, you see a chessboard in the chest. You move a white rook to e4. Chestmate. No, leave me in peace. I don't like you. Tia Allbaum. 35 of 61. I would not, she responded flatly. Cyril always took care to ask this, even if she rarely agreed to it. He frowned. If you don't mind, I have urgent business of my own to attend to while we're here. Alone. From above? Look out! They're like the ones we saw before. It's a pincer attack. Here they come. Ambushed. Because this is an ambush, the party constellation got mixed up, and so Tio is not here. Blade Cougar, a high-mobility military monster used by the Red Constellation, aims for the vitals with veracity. Why ever it holds a blade in its fangs? Is that truly better than just, use the fangs? Ow. What was with them? They were crazy strong. They seemed to be trained, just like the warhounds. Except they weren't hounds at all. They were felines. Could they have belonged to the Red Constellation? Possibly. Jägercorps are known for using military monsters. True, but reversed old warhounds don't hold a candle to how ferocious these were. Yes, and they seemed more coordinated too. I find it hard to believe that pincer attack was a coincidence. That silly Minif character made use of him as well. Does that mean he has a connection with the Red Constellation too? That's a good point. He could have been their supplier, either that or financing their efforts. Regardless, let's thank our lucky stars we were able to defeat them. The exit shouldn't be much farther. Let's keep moving. Right. This is it. We're near the entrance of the old mine. Thank goodness. I'm glad we made it here in one piece. We still haven't found Wendy though. Where is he? If a skirmishing hasn't started, there may be time to catch up to him yet. An explosion came from just outside the exit. I can also hear a firefight in the distance. Randy! We have to go. Sir, yes, sir! Will we make it in time? What? No way, Commander Randolph! Disperse! Avoid grouping up! Too slow. The commander hasn't lost his edge. Hey, send him the Cougars! Nice try, boys. Oh shit. The Red Reaper. Don't falter! Attack him in waves! You're kidding me. He's overwhelming them. I can hardly believe my eyes. This is what Wendy has been holding back? His real skill in battle? Well, would you look at that? Guess he didn't need our help after all. I should correct that the situation has just got a little more hairy. What? Looking good there, Dolphy! Surely. I know you still have it in you. You're still not really my style, but I gotta admit, you were pretty cool just now. I didn't ask for your goddamn opinion. What makes you think I'd want anything to do with a man-eating tiger like you? Oh, that stings, you know? But hey, since we're already here, why don't we have a little bit of fun? Damn. Yeah, I thought so. You're still pretty dull after looking yourself in the shed for so long. Guess this is where you peak, huh? Damn it, you seriously managed to master Testarossa? I'm not the same little kitten you taught way back then, Dolphy. Get that into your thick skull already. Is this the best you got, Dolphy? I was barely getting warmed up. Well, whatever. I've already found myself a better playmate anyway. Screw you. If you ask me, you should just come back and let Daddy whip you into fighting shape again. Once you get some of your mojo back, you'll finally be ready to become the next war god. But I can always take an arm and a leg for good measure first. One, only. Ha, not bad. This might be a nice palate cleanser after. LoH! You're a lot saucier when you look, detective boy. Didn't anyone teach you that a gentleman doesn't force himself on a lady? One glance is all I need to know that I can't hold back. I've accepted S-rank wanted monster requests less dangerous than you. Ah, you got that right, sugar. Stop, get away from her! There's no way those convoys are going to hold up. Well, obviously. Woohoo! Great, I should have known playing dirty wouldn't do much against her. Commander! Miss Orlando! You guys. Okay. If you want to horse around that bad, I don't mind playing along for a bit. You better show me a good time. Here she comes. Fight like their lives depend on it. They just might. Red Constellation with soldiers with machine guns and Charlie. Red Constellation with machine gun, a veteran Jäger skilled with heavy firearms, capable of a variety of combat techniques. Ah, she won't die. Ow. A commanding officer of a Red Constellation. She wields a custom orbital rifle named Testarossa. Ow. You don't have any particular weaknesses. Cannot be delayed, but you can be weakened. Float. Support kill, full Zeit. So this is what it's like to fight a top-class Jäger. No, I didn't go through all my training just to lose to her here. I'll hand it to you guys, I'm impressed, but only a little. That made for a decent appetizer, before the main course at least. Second Lieutenant Mireille. You came for us! Yes, the commander received a call from your chief. The enemy forces in our sight. Move in and sweep them out. Prioritize the retaking of mines and civilian safety above all else.
Yes, Mom!
I'll catch you guys later. But don't worry, I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of each other real soon. Mirai, I swear, I take my eyes off you for a second and you could pull something like this. We'll handle those Jägers from here. I'd appreciate it if the rest of you could make sure Wendy doesn't try any more stupid stunts. Loud and clear. Consider it done. That's finally over. At last we can take a moment to breathe. Randy? Is everything alright? You didn't get hurt or anything, did you? Lloyd, answer me one question. What in the hell were you thinking? Huh? Randy? Randy, why? Don't you get it? You just stepped into a war zone like it was nothing. You're not a Jäger, not a soldier. You've never spilled anyone's blood. Yet you waltzed right in here. Can't you see just how goddamn dangerous that was? Randy? Don't think that excludes you, Mademoiselle. Or you either, Theodot. And you know, Vazi? You two understand the risks better than they do. I can't for the life of me get why you didn't stop them. But you, Lloyd, where the hell do you get off calling yourself a leader after pulling this shit? What in 80s' name were you thinking? Putting your team's lives on the line at a time like this? You don't know what you're talking about. Lloyd? Lloyd, why are you... I didn't come here to risk the lives of my teammates. I came here to save one. I mean, really? See ya? Did you really think that little scrap of paper was going to justify you leaving our lives forever? I always knew. Someone like me had no business getting close to you guys in the first place. My hands are drenched in blood. The lives I've taken, they weren't all soldiers. I didn't think twice about using an innocent village to bait our enemies. Every time I look in your eyes, I see him. The guy whose life I took away, even though he did nothing to deserve it. This is the man you see standing in front of you. An irredeemable piece of shit. You think you're doing me a favor here? Just give it a rest already. Always looking at me with those puppy dog eyes. Counting on me like I'm even worth looking up to. If you keep it up, I might end up forgiving myself. And that's something I have no right to do. Randy. Please, Randy. I don't know what to say. So that's what this is about. Man, this is a relief. Lloyd? Lloyd, what are you... I was scared you'd try to laugh us off, crack a few jokes like always. I would have been stumped if you did. But after all this time, you finally came clean to us. The truth is, we're not that different. When it comes down to it, you're just as much of a kid as we are. All of us knew you had a heavy burden, but we thought not touching on it was the respectful thing to do. So instead, we just kept relying on you without ever returning the favor. Indeed. He's right. Come on. I just said that I don't deserve that kind of treatment. I'll agree with you on this, Randy. Your past actions, your guilt and regret, they're all yours to carry. That's something that falls on you to come to terms with. And of course, the terms you reach may not be enough to allow you to forgive yourself. But even if no one else forgives you, even if you never forgive yourself, we always will, Wendy. That I can promise you. That's right. Being able to forgive and accept each other is exactly what makes us a team. This is no different from when you all accepted me, even after learning of my past. It would only be right that I pardon your transgressions, just as I do your sleazy, careless attitude. I forgive you too, of course. The weight of taking a life on the battlefield is something we as soldiers always have to face. Far be it from me to give a heartfelt speech about the spirit of friendship. But the truth is that everyone piles up sins simply by living. That's to say, in the eyes of Adios, we're not all that different, are we? None of us can cling to the past forever, or know what the future holds. All we can do is live in the moment, like every single day is our last. And at this very moment, we stand together, in the same place and time. If that simple fact is enough to make you smile, if even just a little, then all I ask in return is that you accept us and our forgiveness for what it is. Every damn time. What did I do to deserve your cornball attempts at consoling me anyway? Do you get off on making a chump out of me? Is that it? There's no need to hold it in. I know exactly how it feels to be in your position. That's right. You once said so yourself, didn't you? The moment we joined the SSS, we were fated to fall victim to LoH's sappiness. Wait, how is this my fault again? He does have a way with words, doesn't he? For all my experience as a host, I still can't compare to a smooth talker like him. I'm a murderer, a useless, good-for-nothing jackass. I tried to act all tough and smart, but in the end, I got curb-stomped by a little girl, even if she's a demon inside. Hell, it's amazing this little tanto my food didn't get us killed. Not that I won't have more down the road. Yet despite all that, you still don't mind? Not one bit. And that goes without saying. Bring it on. We'll always be there to pick up the slack. You know what they say. Adversity builds character. Screw you, Vazzy. You squealed on me, didn't you? What will happen to keeping your mouth shut, you little rat? Now, Wendy, you insult me. I didn't breathe a word. Lloyd and the others put in the legwork to find you all on their own. Wait a second, Vazzy. You knew Wendy had left even before we found out? Vazzy, I don't believe you. Vazzy. You've dug yourself to a new low with this one. Hey now, it's not as if I knew exactly where he was headed. Honestly, why do I always have to be the bad guy? He says without a hint of irony. I suggest we leave him in the mountains to reflect on his breach of our trust. Well, with that off my chest, I'm ready to get back to business as usual. It's getting kinda late, so why don't we go see how Mireille and the rest are doing? Yeah, I agree. I can only hope the Red Constellation made a full retreat from the mountain path. Question is just, why did they retreat so easily? Considering the force they showed during the first retake attempt of a Guardian force, why did the Red Constellation retreat so easily now? Back when we had armored vehicles and machine guns and everything. I'm happy to report that the Red Constellation has made a full retreat from a mountain path. Thankfully, there don't seem to be any signs of looting or pillaging. That's a relief. Thank goodness, that's one silver lining at least. It's core policy not to plunder civilians unless it's absolutely necessary. Or if it had been ordered to, they would have stripped the place of everything that wasn't nailed down. Randy? Are you alright? I heard that you got a little carried away back there. Nah, I'm good. My wife has got to be out of commission for a while though. Sucks after all that trouble I went through to fix it up. You did get a decent chunk of it broken off by those spinning blades, didn't it? Speaking of Shirley's chainsaw rifle hybrid, it would seem the Red Constellation has a very unusual preference in weaponry. Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that you can only get done at a specialized workshop. Jerome should be able to figure something out if I hit him up, bro. Yeah, I'm sure he can. Let's top it off with him first thing once we get back to the city. I'm proud of you, Wendy. You finally mustered up the nerve to pick up a rifle again. Better late than never. But what's this I'm hearing? Don't tell me you're worried about little old Randy. Of course I was. If you hadn't frozen up every time you were behind the barrel, we'd still be in the CGF together. Not that I want us to be together or anything. I just wasn't sure a flake like you could find work anywhere else at all. She really is sweet, isn't she? I think Randy has taken notice of that himself. Yes, with Mireille of the first unit. Copy that. Where are they now? Could I get a 10 to 9 on that? Is everything alright? The Jaegers who retreated have vanished entirely. Signs indicate they took a fork in the tunnel that leads toward the ruins. The Moon Temple? Could it be that they're taking refuge inside? I doubt it. The barricade placed in front of the ruins shows no trace of tampering. Where in the world could they be? That area is lined with steep cliffs all around. If not the ruins, where else could they possibly even go? Down the cliffs? As long as they've scouted out the path before and they could go anywhere. Maybe they even have an airship waiting for them there. I know that Shirley girl is anything but sensical, but this isn't adding up. I knew something was off. Thinking back, the numbers on the mountain path weren't nearly what I thought they'd be. What? They numbered 100 strong when they came to Crossbow, and that's just lowballing it. But there were only around 20 of them here in Mainz. More importantly, Sigmund Orlando. Shirley would be lucky to call herself half the beast he is. So where the hell is the guy? You don't suppose... Everyone look! Crossbow? What? It can't be. Crossbow City is on fire! And with that ends Chapter 3, Budding Turmoil. Strega Omega. The Distant Flames. Okay, and with that I end this episode. Until next time when we start Chapter 4, I assume. I'm Mace and don't get lost.